1 year ago, I stopped nicotine. I quit it after being addicted to it for a year. I didn't realize it back then, but what made me succeed was that I had a different approach to it than I had had the other 5 times. The other 5 times I tried to quit, I just tried to have good self-control and discipline and just tell myself that I will not take any nicotine pouches today. And after being exposed to it every day for a week and your friends asking you if you want one, I gave in, like most people would do if they're not some superhuman. But I realized today that I quit. I was able to quit because I found a new environment. I reduced my exposure to what triggered me to take nicotine pouches. I switched school. I graduated 9th grade and therefore started high school. And there, I no longer had these kind of signals and triggers that when I went in the building, they weren't there. I had no memories of taking any nicotine pouches in there, and therefore I did not get triggered to take one. Because in my last school, as soon as I entered the big building, I got a signal that said, you can take nicotine pouches, we're in school. You always do this with your friends here. It's the same principle. You can apply this principle to many things. If you can't get work done at home, I feel like this sometimes, but I just try to pull through it. I do pull through it because I do my work at home or in school. But sometimes your home is the place where you chill, sleep, eat, and you hang out with your family and friends. And sometimes it can be hard to break that pattern and work. I could not break that pattern with nicotine in my old school. It was not until when I changed my environment and I drastically reduced the exposure to the trigger of going into school to take a nicotine pouch. My number one tip for you who want to quit nicotine is to find a way or find an environment that's different to you, that you haven't had before, and be in that environment. And I'm not saying you need to switch school or anything like that. I'm just telling you to try to, with everything you can think of, to minimize the exposure you have to the triggers, to what triggers you. If you're on your phone and you're smoking, usually try like, it sounds funny, but try drawing when you talk on the phone, or set a timer when you get the trigger and the urge to do the bad habit or continue your addiction. Set a timer on 10 minutes, and most of the times you'll forgotten it. Don't give in to it right away, and it's hard, but most things that we want are hard.